Welcome back, watch fans. So one of the things a lot of times we do see actually kind of pitted against each other, or a lot of people will actually question us to say, well, when you're looking at these two pieces, they're so commonly worn, they're so popular, but which one is maybe better? And a lot of times when people are thinking of that, they're looking at the Omega 300M, and they're also going to be looking at the Rolex Submariner. Well, today we're gonna look a little bit deeper. We're gonna go to the next size of it, kind of what a lot of us like to joke and call the dad belly of watches. So we're gonna be looking at the Rolex Deepsea Seadweller and the Omega Ultra Deep. But these two watches really give us some really unique pieces, but they also give some features that really challenge each other. And this is our opportunity to actually see them both together, side by side, and for you to tell us which one you think is actually a little bit more you, or would you say actually gives the step above in your personal opinion. So when we're starting off with the Ultra Deep, it's gonna give us quite a few features. Even the dial itself gives a new blue feature that we have not seen before from Omega, and I actually like it because it actually challenges the James Cameron version of this particular watch style. And when you're looking at the two battling, I chose these two dials because if I'm gonna be looking at dial for dial, I would love to see them next to each other. That way I can actually get my personal opinion informed of how I really feel about the two watches in difference. With the James Cameron, this is actually who created that dial color change that we all really loved and felt like we wanted to see in person. Seeing this one in person, there is a little bit difference. The dial name on this is called D Blue. Now, D Blue actually refers to the fact that this is not fading from blue to black, and you will hear that from a lot of people. However, at Rolex, we were always taught that this is actually fading from blue to blue. Looking at these watches and comparing them side by side, we actually have the ability to see them next to each other. Most people will never see these two watches, so SwissWatchExpo is trying to give you that opportunity to see them and be able to decide what you think personally and professionally you would actually use out of these two. Now, we're gonna have a 70-hour power reserve on the James Cameron versus on the Ultra Deep, we do have a 60-hour power reserve. However, even though we're losing 10 hours, the Omega is actually going to regulate a little bit different because it does have twin barrels actually on the movement itself. It does actually release the time more evenly. So it does keep a little bit more accuracy. In fact, they go from 0 to 2 seconds in difference, whereas the Rolex can go from +2 to -2. Yes, Omega does have the timing down a little bit more. Now, you will see that they are both chronometers. However, you'll see with Omega, they actually have METUS testing, whereas Rolex is gonna have their superlative chronometer testing. But we wanna know what you think when you see these two watches, which one for you would be more wearable? Tell us in the comments below here at SwissWatchExpo.